Hello, hello. Hey, Final Mirror. How you doing? Hello. Yes, I'm the one that created the Attack on Titan game a couple of years ago. I'm here. But this time, it won't be any Attack on Titan. It's gonna be... We're gonna keep working on the game I'm working on, my personal project. I don't know if you're aware of that, but I'm working on a personal project. Something's called the SILKROAD project. Thanks, man. It's really appreciated. Really appreciated. Not yet. Okay. You're going to check it out. Okay, it's you can find all the information of on my YouTube channel. It's the same the same YouTube channel I'm using for the Attack on Titan, but now I'm just posting stuff for the new project. But basically, it's gonna be a beat 'em up game inspired by Platinum Games. So my main inspiration for the combat is Bayonetta, but you're gonna have some Devil May Cry or Ninja Gaiden type kind of feel. That's what I'm going for. Hey Dav, how you doing? And so you're gonna have some beat 'em up gameplay mechanics, and it's gonna be mixed with more chill moment where you're gonna have to manage a guest house in the middle of the desert. So you're gonna have a fast-paced, strong action, really dynamic gameplay, and mixed with more chill, relaxed, little bit of Stardew Valley moments. So that's the idea. The project seems promising. Thanks, man. Thanks, Ala. I'm glad that you think that way. All right, I think I'm ready to start. I think I'm ready to start, so let's go. Okay, so here is the our character when we left him. So we were doing animation, what we call locomotion animation for this for the main character. So the locomotion is everything that is animation to move around. So it's running, walking, turn around, idle. So all this kind of animation. It's what I packed that into the term of locomotion. So we were working on this. Let me maybe also open the Unreal project. It's gonna be useful. Blender, let's go! Yes, Blender for life. I saw that the new version of Blender 3.0 came out. I think it was yesterday. I didn't update it yet, but I will really soon update. I'm really excited to play with the next version. I really gotta start learning animation in Blender. It's really fun. I think animation is not my expertise, but I'm taking a lot of fun doing learning it. Yeah, all right. So that's that's our project. Let's open the scene. But hey, you said you are working with multiple. No, I'm alone on this, but it's more like I'm saying we because we are together on the stream. You know, it's more like a deformation saying that we spend some times together, me animating and you watching me animating. Or that's my assumption. But no, I keep working on this game alone. That's the way I like to work, to be honest, and that's the way I enjoy it the most. But you're right. It's when I'm saying we, it's more like you and the me and the streamers. Okay, so that's our animation. So we got our main hero running. We got a couple of animations done. So that's pretty cool. The first enemy, I think we could call the integration completely done. It's really straightforward. So it doesn't need a lot of animation. It just needs to run, to idle. So it got two different idle. One when is chilling, relaxing, and one when is more in combat mode. So like this, and then just a super simple attack, and that's it. I don't think this guy needs to be kept simple. It's a weak enemy, so we don't want to give him too much AI pattern, or it needs to be really predictable. So yeah, so that's the idea. So you see that this guy just following me, trying to punch me, and that's it. Yes. So for the first enemy, we're gonna say that as a first pass, it's gonna be done. So we got all the animation we need to work on the combat system. I really got a no, sorry. And also the 3.0 has a huge boost feature for animation. Yes, and also your animation are very fluid, lovely. Thank you very much. But yeah, I saw that there is a lot of new feature for the animation. That's pretty good. That's especially the pause library. I really can't wait to play with the pause library. Seems like a really cool feature. So yeah, first enemy done. Now we need to work on the main character. The main character obviously is gonna need a lot more animation because it's gonna be a lot more complex, obviously. So what we did last time was making blend space of animation where no, it's wait. Oh no, it's the weakling. Okay. Sorry. I need to. Yes, it's this one. So you see, we got idle. We got two axes on our blend space. I'm gonna be able to say it correctly. So we got a gate and we got a stride. What I mean by gate is, are you idle, are you walking, or are you running? And you can't be in between. It's like you are either walking or either running, but you can't be in between because in between it's making weird animation, you see. So we want to avoid this. This is really weird. So it's gonna be either idle, walking, or running. But if we want to modulate the speed, we're gonna be able to modulate it by playing with the stride axis. So you see that if I'm keeping on the running animation, but I'm going half the stride, now he's making smaller steps, you know, with his legs. So that's how we're gonna control the speed. So yes, so that's the animation. Could you give me just 1 minute? I need to fix something in my house. There is something that's keep buzzing. I have to deactivate it because it's not. It's gonna be bad in the stream. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so sorry for everything. I'm back. All right, now it's gonna be better. I wonder how it works. You mean the blend space? It just you see that in the corner you can see there is some white dots, and it's animation that I put there. So you got the running animation, you got the working animation, the idle animation, and then on the left side it's kind of the working animation, but just on one frame with both foot on the ground. Same thing for the run animation, and by doing so, Unreal is capable of interpolating between the you see the green dots is the preview of Unreal, and it's capable by giving him a value for the stride and a value for the gate. It's capable of interpolating between different animation. Take the animation and make an interpolation of that based on the distance of the green dot compared to the white dot. Hey Motsu-san, how you doing? Doing fine today, thanks man. I hope you're doing fine too. Alright, so what do we need now? What kind of animation we need? We have a bunch of animation that we still need to do. We're gonna have to make I think we're gonna start with the dodge animation. What I mean by that is the blink animation. So you see that's when look at the dummy, the one that I'm controlling right now, the yellow character. When I'm doing a blink, there is this kind of this kind of animation that's a little bit of sliding kind of thing. So that's we're gonna have to do this animation too for the main characters. So let's do that now. Let's start. So maybe I'm gonna start with the idle that I'm gonna duplicate, and I'm gonna call blink F for front. So that's mean the animation when I'm blinking toward the front, Is that dodge mechanic? It's yeah, you could say that it's a dodge mechanic actually. Why I'm saying that it's a blink, it's because it's more. Well, for me, I'm saying that maybe I'm gonna increase that a little bit, but it should be almost like a teleportation. It's really quick. It's almost feeling like a teleportation, but right now, yeah, it's feeling a bit like a dodge than a blink. But it's okay. It's okay. It can be tweaked later anyway. So let's go back to Blender. Does it have iframes? What do you mean by iframes? One frame or iframes? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Invincibility. Yes, it has. It has invincibility frame during the blink. And it has invincibility frame, and it's also doesn't break the combo. So that's mean you can start a combo, make a dodge in between your combo, and keep your combo your move set. It doesn't reset the move set. I think it's cool because I really want to give the goal is for player to use and abuse the dodge mechanic, because it's in the heart of the combat mechanics, because when you are dodging you are also kind of you know, it's the moment where you got the stand that is far away from you, and when you recall it, there is some combo opportunity you can do. So for example, I'm dodging, and then the stand is going back to my back. It can hit more enemies. So that's the you can make some cool. You should it should help to make some creative combo with that. I love the dodge mechanic. Thanks, man. Haven't heard of it. Probably interpretation. No, it's an invincibility. Okay, so let's go for the blink. So we're going from this idle pose, and we want to go at the end to the same idle pose, but we also want to you know what, for this one I think it's gonna help me if I'm animating the if I animate the root base, you know. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Okay, that's interesting. So okay, let's go with the location rotation scale on this, and let's say this guy is making it's jumping to 500 meters ahead like this. Hey Sonic Blue, how are you doing? Glad to see you there. I just want to check. You know what? Actually, I think I want something even more even more quick, like this. Okay, and maybe I want something like okay. So I got the movement done. It's gonna help me. Maybe I want even more quicker. Okay. So that's the movement. That's I'm doing some movement on the root motion in Blender, but before exporting I'm gonna have to deactivate it. We don't want to export this motion. This motion needs to be done in Unreal differently. We don't want it to be in the animation. It needs to be in the combat system, but it's gonna help me to work on the animation if I see the movement in Blender. Doing good, thank you. That's good to know. That's good to hear. Question: do you use animation location for the major movement? Like that dash, or do you use instead UE4 through code? Animation location for the major. I'm guessing that's you talking about the root motion. If I'm doing the root motion in the animation or in Unreal. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, I prefer to do that in Unreal. The reason why, it's because it can be modulated in Unreal. Let's say that the enemy is too close, or there is an obstacle, and I want to jump. Normally I should be jumping 5 meters ahead, but if I'm doing so sorry about that. If I'm doing so, I'm gonna hit an obstacle. Maybe I want to jump a little bit less or a little bit more. It can be modulated in Unreal, and so that's why I'm not doing that in the animation. Hey Dinojo, everybody is there today. That's good. How you doing? All right. So with that being done, we're gonna be able to start on the animation. So this guy is gonna prepare himself to jump. Like this. And then is jumping, so we're gonna have like maybe let me hide. This one is really annoying. I don't know, I really want something where it's the I can feel the acceleration. I don't know why there is so much key on. Man. Is it because... I want to hide the object transform. I can't hide the object transform? That's bad. That's too bad. Nice, personally, when I work on a game, I don't really use the dash movement as reference. It makes it a little harder, but that allow me to toy with the primary part, location, rotation easily. Without cleaning the dash after it. I'm a Roblox game developer, so that's why I was interested In engine, you can make the head track the player position. Yes, I can do that. That's something that we could. I'm gonna be able to do. Should be pretty easy to do. I got already some idea to how to make it. And also, I'm not animating in Blender, but on other less performing engines. That's probably why I do that. But Final Mirror, I'm not sure to understand the what you mean by. I don't really use the dash movement as reference. Oh, you mean what I did, where I did some. I moved the root in Blender so that's I can tweak better the animation. I'm guessing that's what you mean. Yeah, it's just a trick. If you can work on this without, if it's working for you without this, that's good too, you know. Exact the roots. Okay, yeah, I understand. It doesn't have to be. It's just for me. It's just that me. I prefer to work this way, but it doesn't have to be like this, you know. Everybody has his workflow. Oh yeah, so now. But I'm not sure to understand why there is. Okay, no, it's fine, it's fine. No, it's fine. This is the root. The root has some animation. Maybe I should delete the root animation. Would it be a mistake if I'm doing this? No, it's still doing stuff. No, it's fine. So I don't really know where I'm going with that, you know. It's me, I'm more experimenting with the pose. So that's why I'm doing some weird pose. There is a bit of concepting. There is a bit of a concepting feel, you know, in the when I'm doing this. I'm also trying to find the right style for the animation. How the character should move, you know. You have some problem to make motion and stuff with that reference, but you can still use the graph editor to delete the Y location. I will have some problem to make motion and stuff. I don't think so, because if I want to export, I just have to deactivate the animation on the object transform, and you see now it's staying in place. And I can just export this. So that's the idea. If I want to bring back the reference to keep working, I can just check this, you know. That's the way I intend to work. Okay, so let's work on the landing maybe. The landing should be around 10. That's so cool. Yeah, you didn't know about this. Yeah, it's really useful, this kind of thing. So that's why I like to work this way. Alright, so there are gonna be a lot of cleaning to do there. Like this. Okay, let's keep going, working on this. Yeah. Use one foot for the landing and make the second foot right. And in the second, if you want to pretty fluid the landing, if you're looking for some quick and ending landing, 2 footsteps is a good idea. Yeah, you're right. Normally, we should put one step and then the other one. Right now, I just want to have the feel, and then I will refine the animation. But right now, I'm just trying to find the style I like for this character. So I'm doing just the really important pose for now, and then I will add more pose in between when I find it. And then it's the that's the issue of my computer. It's really slow, so I don't have the you see that I am around 20 FPS. I'm not even at 30 FPS, so I'm missing some it's hard to see the beginning. So at this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna export the animation in I'm gonna deactivate this. I'm gonna export the animation in Unreal, because in Unreal I'm capable of previewing the animation at 60 FPS, which is better for me to check the animation. What are your PC specs? It's I don't remember for the CPU, but the CG cards is GTX 1060 with 3 GB of RAM. You can preview like so. Yeah, I know the play blast in Blender, but the issue is that you have to make a render and it's just in one view and you can turn around. Yeah, I know that, but I want to be able to preview the animation and being able to turn around. So that's why it's not that long. I just have to make export anim, go to my export, make. So the first time is a little bit longer because I need to create the FBX file like this. Export animation. And you know what? I'm gonna even export with the the movement, so just to preview it better in Unreal. And then I can go to Unreal, import Blink Task Manager and the CPU info. It's Yeah, it's a Ryzen 7 2700. That's the thing. And the GPU, it's GTX 1063 gig. Good idea, so you won't have the extra coding to do. Yes. Right, so just make an import up. Here we go. And now I can see the animation a little bit better. So I feel like it's not that bad, but I think I can go even more extreme on the pose, because it's I feel like it's a little bit boring. It's just a jump. So maybe I'm gonna go even more extreme. Yeah, I know that's the it's not a weak CPU, but the character is really high, so that's why it's slow. Probably yeah, it's the mesh that's really high. Why isn't that playing real time? I got an idea. Oh, upgrade your Blender to 3.0. Performance is pretty... yeah, I would try that, but I don't think... You sure about that? Because I didn't read anything on the playback performance. But we'll see. I will update soon on that. Alright, so let's go make some more extreme position, maybe. Just have to have some fun. Maybe it's the right time to save. That's if I'm doing something completely crazy, it's not broken. But just realizing that maybe I should lock the foot on the ground before she's rushing forward. So that's gonna be there. Like, I don't like the fact that's the it's going even lower. Oh, the mesh is 2 million triangle. The not the mesh, but the not the rigged mesh. The props are 2 million, but the are really high. But the rigged mesh is decimating. So I think it's around 30,000 triangle. That's not optimized at all. Yeah, yeah, you could say that. My keyframe is there, so maybe I should put also I should bring the keyframe on 5. I don't know. But I don't like the sword being up in the air. So we could bring the really far away. And we could bring the head behind, like she's really... Okay, and the landing, I want it to be more dramatic, I think. Well, does UE4 have any predecessor of 9 hats or something? No, but I would switch to UE5 when it's gonna be, as soon as there is a stable release. So that's why I'm not too concerned for anything that is props, and if anything that is not that is skin. I'm not really concerned. Well, the thing is, 30k is only for the Blender preview animation, but my main character inside here is, yeah, it's around 200,000. But you see that in Unreal, it's 60 FPS, no problem. It's really, when you're working on animation in Blender, you want to have really low mesh, because if not, it's, yeah, the playback performance is really difficult. So let's bring it even lower, like this. Okay, maybe it's gonna be better this way. Let's see it into Unreal. We input animation. I feel like okay, I think it's gonna be enough for this. We have to keep in mind that it's we have to keep in mind that it's just what I mean is we need just functional animation. I want to go quick on the creation of the animation, because the main goal is to have all the animation I need to work on the combat system. I don't want to spend too much time on polished animation. What I want is really to have something quickly bring animation into Unreal to then being able to work on to have anima sets the combat system needs. So that's why I'm just working on 2 or 3 poses, and that's all. I will do a polish pass later. Yeah, so that's how it looks. Let me just activate the render custom. Yes, and maybe bring the yeah, I just gotta set up the sword. It's gonna help me to see the sword too. So yeah, so we want this movable attached to this on the prop L, I think it's, yes. So we're gonna duplicate for the Rick Sword 2. Oh fuck, doesn't work like this. Okay. Then we want this movable on the prop R, fix the transform. We want the holster too. On the sword, holster back 1. This. And the sword side 1. Okay, that's gonna be our so that's gonna be our blink in the to the front. Perfect. The right foot doesn't feel realistic or functional smart. The back foot that pushes the whole character. I spend so much time in my animation, my workflow is pretty bad. Mighty Mochi, hello Mighty Mochi, looks really cool. Thanks, man. That remind me that I have to do some animation for my game. Hey, motion blur fixes the wall animation. No need to polish it. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you can get away with motion blur. I would try to avoid the motion blur for my game. I don't like the motion blur effects in games anyway, especially when it's cell shading. But yeah, usually there is a lot of the way the game development work is you start to do everything functional, and then you pick your battle to make the polish. That means that most of the time a lot of assets when you're gonna release the game are still gonna be considered in the functional pass, but there won't be any polish pass, but usually it's because it's good enough, you know. It's you don't even see the it doesn't require the extra work, so you have to pick your battles. On some other animation it's really bad and you want to spend the extra time on this rather than trying to make a polish pass on everything. So that's the way I'm seeing this. The double forward tap movement, yeah, I think for the dodge it's gonna be more of a I prefer to use a touch for this with a direction of the stick. I don't like the double tap forward movement because you have less control, I think, in the when with this this input scheme. It's if you're doing something where it's just a double tap, so that means you can't, if you want to dodge a little bit like 15 degree with a 15-degree angle the front with a toward the front, but with a 15-degree angle to the right, you can't with a double tap. You can do something with the. It's difficult to do with a double tap, and I don't like the double tap input with a analog stick, so that's why I'm gonna avoid that. True, making it functional ready is very good instead of wasting too much time, mostly when there is a deadline. Yeah, that's true, and it's also because what's more important is the gameplay, which means the combat system. So you don't want to spend too much time on making good animation, and then when you have all your animation and you're ready to work on the combat system, you don't have time anymore. So that's another reason why. Because chances are that all the animation I'm doing, I'm probably gonna have to redo it at some point because I'm gonna realize that the combat system animation wants something different, or the timing is off, you know. Maybe I want to have all my animation to be speed up 2 times or speed down 2 times. So that's something that I'm gonna learn later. So I don't want to spend too much time on polishing animation now, because if I have to redo the animation, that's gonna be work that's gonna be lost, you know. All I need now, it's more like something that it's good enough so that I can work properly with the the on the combat system. Yeah, it's hard to execute if you are not using the digital buttons. Exactly, yeah. I've never have been fan of the double tap input scheme. Alright, so with that we are ready to do the let's go for the back. So we're gonna duplicate it, blink, F, no, it's gonna be B for back. So we're gonna have to tweak in our object transform. This time I want to remove my key on the y-axis. I just want to remember. Yeah, okay, so at frame 20 is the one, it's the last keyframe, and frame 6 is okay. So like frame 2, I'm gonna put a rotation scale. Frame 20, it's where. No, wait. I'm gonna redo it properly. So frame 20 is the. It's where we reach the 5 meter. Thanks for the lesson. No problem, man. And this is where we're gonna have the wait. Oh, it's because okay. It's gonna be like 4G. Okay. So let's go again. So I'm gonna delete all the key. But if I'm doing this, I'm probably gonna delete also the transform. I don't want that. Okay, I'm gonna delete everything, but I'm gonna redo it again. Yeah, now it's lost. Okay, let's do it again. So it was on frame, I think it was frame 3 or frame 2, I already forgot. It was frame 2, frame 6 and frame 20. Okay. Okay, so frame 2, we're gonna put some key. Frame 6, you are at 40 like this, and then I forgot to put the no, it's okay, it's done already, like this. Okay. So let's go for the animation. So it's gonna take this. And let's see, frame 5 we would. Frame 4, I think we're gonna put that on frame 4, is going to be high in the air. Torso is gonna be maybe we're gonna rotate it a little bit. Like this, starting to get better. Like this. Okay, and so now the foot is touching the ground. Yes. And something like this. And so after that we want to grab the same position for the foot on the frame 20. Yeah, okay, it doesn't work. Doesn't work. I think it's because it should Yeah, the timing is off, obviously. So it should maybe... like this. Maybe just for the just for the foot, we want it to be on the ground. Okay, it's gonna be functional enough, I think. Let's bring this into Unreal. See how it looks. Export this, okay. So let's test it. This guy. Yeah, I really don't like how it's I feel like it's a feather. It's touching the ground like a feather, you know, it's really light. I'm missing some weights. But I think it's gonna be enough for what we need. Yeah, okay. So let's do for the side. So right and left. Let me save again everything. Let me duplicate this, and we're gonna call this L for left. Just gonna yeah, I'm gonna delete everything. Now I can put... Hey, no, I didn't delete everything actually. Now it's done. Okay, so we're gonna put location frame, right? Okay, then on 10 it's gonna gonna be 450, and then on 20 it's 500. No, I think it's not 10, it was 6. Let me check. Yeah, it's on 6, that's it. No, maybe not. Yeah, no, it's on 6. Okay. And we need to put that on the frame 6. Okay, so now we are ready to work on the animation again. Like this. On frame 4 it's gonna be way in the sky. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Like this. Like this. Okay, it's going somewhere. Yeah, like that. And then on this frame we want to bring this at the right spot. Wait, you know what? Let's put that on frame 20. Okay, maybe. No. Build something like this. Okay, I think it's gonna be functional enough. Let's check in. Let's check in Unreal. Bling be left. It's really poor. It's not good. Huh? It's really not good, but yeah, it's really not good, but I'm gonna keep it this way. Okay, I want to go fast on the animation. I really want to have a fast pace for the animation. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I really want to reach a point where I can finally work properly on the combat system. So I'm really not satisfied with this animation, but I'm gonna keep pumping Unreal with more animation. Alright, so let's do the last one, which gonna be the right. So the blink to the right. So this one is gonna be minus. Oops. Minus 450 and then minus 500. I think I even prefer. I think it's even better. The same animation but on the right. Let me check in the Unreal. That would be awesome because that means that I just have a free animation there. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's better. Well, when I'm gonna do the polish phase, I know that I need to throw the legs first. I think I know I need to throw the legs first in the direction and then the rest of the body. Seems like maybe I don't know. Anyway, it's gonna be enough. It's gonna be enough. Yeah, just one thing. just one thing I'm realizing is that yeah, it's I've been exporting the animation with the root motion, but I said that I didn't wanted the root motion for the for Unreal. Have you got the animation in your head on having trouble getting into the screen? The way I'm working is I'm trying to I don't know if it's the right way to work. If it's, I don't even think it's the right way to do stuff, but I'm trying to free my head and not and just go with the flow when I'm doing animation instead of trying to think too much of the animation. I prefer to start right away and see where it's going. Sometimes it's giving me good result. Some of the time it's I can spend hours fixing stuff because I'm in the wrong direction, but it's hard to switch direction. But the way I like it, I like to work is just animating by feeling. You know, it's I feel like the pose should be like this, and I feel like the legs should be high up there, and I prefer to animate this way rather than trying to conceptualize too much in my head and then make it in making in animation. I prefer to make the animation on the go, you know. So I'm starting, I'm not sure where I'm going, but that's the way I like to work. Maybe the repositioning is a little bit too slow. Yeah, definitely. There is a lot of if we are doing a polish pass on this, the repositioning is really bad, but it's normal because I didn't spend. I only did free pose, you know, on the animation, so it's really simple. The reason why I'm not going too far away is because this kind of the end of the animation probably is gonna be cancelable, so that's you're gonna be able to run away right after a dodge. You know, you're not gonna be stuck and waiting for the end of the animation before you're gonna be able to run, because it's not. It's gonna be. It's really gonna break the flow of the movement. So it probably is gonna be like you blinking, and as soon as the foot is touching the ground, maybe a fraction of a second later, you're gonna be able to run again. So I'm gonna cancel the blink animation that you're seeing there. So the repositioning is maybe gonna be eaten, you know, by the interpolation between the running and the blinking. So maybe we can get away with that. So that's why I'm not spending too much time on the end of the animation, because I know that maybe there is a chance that we can get away, and spending too much time on making good animation and having a good end animation maybe would be a waste, because we're never gonna see it. But we'll see. So I need to re-import all the animation, but this time without the transform. So let's do this. All right, so that's gonna be the R animation. Okay. No, I forgot to export the right rig. It should be this one. Exporting the R animation. Okay. The left. Same thing. We're gonna. I need to. Okay, so yeah, the left and the right is gonna look a lot the same. Yeah, the enemies will hit you every time you try to dodge them. So yeah, I'm more interested to have the assets in Unreal and then test the combat system, and because I know that all those animation I'm doing right now, I know that it's gonna be redone anyway. It's gonna be, when I say that there's gonna be a polish pass, it's probably gonna be even it's gonna be I'm gonna remake them from scratch because I'm gonna realize that the timing is off or the now I know that's what kind of timing I need because I did some tests with the combat animation, so I know that it needs to be way quicker or maybe way slower, etc., etc. So that's another reason why I don't want to spend too much time on the making it looking good. It's gonna be for later. Front. No, forgot to make the same mistake. Placeholder animation to be able to at least play the exactly. It needs to be good enough to have at least the feel. I don't want to have too blocky animation because you still need to feel, you know, the combat. So you need to feel the style and the you know, kind of the rage of the combat. So you still need to have decent animation. So it can't be just, you know, interpolation on the arms that's doing left, right for a combat attack, because this is, you won't be able to feel the combat system, but not going too overboard also. Yeah, that's I think there is a sweet spot to find. There is a in between to find. Okay, and then the back. Alright, so I'm gonna be able to re-import all of this animation. Alright, and with that I'm gonna be able to make another blend space, sorry. So where it is. Like this. Anim BS for anim blend space. Hero, and it's gonna be blink 01. And so now I should be able to so let me see, for the axis we're gonna use front, back. No, it should be left, right, and this should be front, back, and we want to go to minimum -1, maximum 1. That's gonna be our scale. Is a sword the only weapon your main character use? Not really, because you could say that the stand is a weapon, the speed that is following you is a weapon too, because you're gonna also be able to manipulate it. So what I mean by that is, you see, after a dodge, I can keep pressing my dodge buttons to lock the stand in place. And when I'm releasing it, it's gonna go back to me and it's gonna eat everything that is between you and him. So it's gonna be useful when doing some combo animation, you know. And you can ask him to also make some direct attack. So the combat system is gonna be a lot about dodging the attack, charging, attacking the enemy, but at the same time charging your stand, and then releasing the stand at the right moment to keep the combo alive. So that's gonna be the mechanics and the flow of the combat system that I have in mind. But in terms of really weapon, I don't think I'm gonna give different weapon for the main character. It's gonna be too hard. I think it's gonna be too difficult to make different combat system. I want to focus on something solid, but a little bit more tight, you know. So maybe less different system, less different weapon with less animation maybe to do also. but I'm thinking about if there is some customizable weapon, it's probably gonna be more on the stand, I think, than the player. So the stand probably gonna have different power. I don't want to say that it will happen, but that's something I have in mind and I want to test. But I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not. So let's go back to our blend space. So we said that's blinking to the front, it's gonna be this, blinking to the back, blinking to the left, blinking to the right. So now you see that we're gonna be able to blend depending on where the enemy is. We're gonna blend between, if it's on diagonal, we're gonna have a kind of a hybrid between the front and this animation. So that's so that's why I'm doing a blend space, depending on where the direction of the blink we want. With the analog stick, we're gonna have a lot of different blink animation we can interpolate in between. All right, so that's good. That's good because we are done for the blink. What we're gonna do today, I think we're gonna do the earth reaction. We're gonna do a couple of earth reaction, and with that, we're gonna be almost ready to start on the really the attack animation for the next stream. So it's gonna be cool. For the next stream, we're gonna be able to make really starting to design combat animation. And when we're gonna have a couple of combat animation, we should be able to replace our dummy with our main character. So it's gonna be pretty exciting, I think. All right, so so that was the blink. Where should I put my? We should put that heart reaction in another file. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save this file. Open the default start, and right away save it as yeah, we're gonna save it as a combat. We're gonna make a new blend file. Actually, I'm gonna also append the animation, the action for the idol. I want to have the idol too. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's going on there? Oh yeah, it's because it's fucked up. I don't know why. It's annoying. Okay. So you seems like okay, it's because something is wrong. Let Let me go back to the locomotion. I want to check something with the constraint. So how the constraint look like? It's rigs, folder stub, back 02. That's annoying. Or maybe why I okay. Or maybe if I'm doing here we go. Almost. Almost. Well, it's really dirty way to work, but I want to go quick. Ah, fuck. Why are you there? Okay, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna go with that for now. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go with that for now. It's good enough, but there's something that's I'm gonna have to keep in mind to fix it. Yeah, the arm doesn't want to cooperate, eh? That's the happiness of doing rigging, skinning. There is always some crappy stuff like this happening. So cool. All right, so what did I say I wanted to? Yes, earth reaction. So we're gonna start with the earth reaction. So I'm gonna rename this combat. It's gonna be called Earth Light 01. Let's see. So I want okay, so let's say that's frame 3. I just took a hit on the head, so I'm gonna be twisting body. Maybe something like this. Ah, fuck. Not on the... So again, really fast, really really simple earth reaction. So maybe it could be interesting to you know, to lock a bit. And I want to the impact should be a more bam. I think it's like this. So the head's going really. Okay, I think it's gonna be good enough. Let's export this. Export anim. Export this in maybe combat. I'm gonna make a new folder for combat. I'm gonna call anim hero combat hurt light. So the hits come from the front. Yeah, 0-1. Because we might want to make some hurt reaction when we are hit in the back. You make animation looks very easy to do. You think so? I feel like I'm doing some crappy animation. Alright, so let's go. Maybe I'm gonna create a folder also in Unreal called Combat. Import anim combat hurt light, yes. Import, so yes. Really simple, but that's all we need. Okay, I think we're gonna start with just one hurt reaction. I'm probably gonna want to make more to have more variety. So at the end, I'm gonna make more hurt reaction because I don't want just to have one, you know, hits reaction. It's gonna be bad. But for the time being, I think one is just enough. The work good, and they show clearly what they mean to portray. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm going for. I'm trying to make enough so that the animation show that what's the style of the animation, what's the style of the character, but just this, and not trying to go too much on the polishing and stuff like this, because by experience I know that everything you're doing for a game, you're gonna do it at least twice. So that's mean most of the time everything you're doing is gonna be scrapped and redone. So yeah, it's don't spend too much time on the first animation to make it polished, because chances that in a couple of months or years you're gonna throw it and remake it again. Okay, what do I need more for this character? Let me check, because if I'm looking at the let's open the blueprint. So if I'm looking at the character movements, we need a front back animation. We need some light hurt montage. We already did the light hurt, so that's here. We need a get up montage. And we need a launch. Yeah, we need a launch. But to be honest, I will make the launch later, because there is no enemy that's launching the character in the air for now, so might not be necessary right now. For the front back animation, we're gonna reuse the one from the cultist. That's a good thing why we are sharing the same animation. I don't have any death. Yeah, the death is not even integrated in the system, but you're right. At some point, I'm gonna have to make some death animation, but it's not even in the system right now. So I don't need to work on the system. I don't need to have a death animation. What I'm looking at is trying to find all the animation needed so that I can swap, the current character. So for this, I don't need to have a death animation. It can come later. So all I can do, let's start to make the montage. So for example, this one, we're gonna right now we're gonna make a montage of this. I'm gonna call this MNTG for montage, hero, blah 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 stuff, light hurt. 1, okay. The front back, like I said, we're gonna use the one from the cultist. We don't need to it's gonna be like this one, we can already see on the maybe I'm gonna have some issue with the weapon, because the weapon is not at the same position. Same thing for the get up. I think the get up is gonna be, we're gonna be able to use. Okay, we're gonna start by using the one from the cultist, and if we see that it's the weapon is all messed up, which I think it's gonna happen, we'll make more animation for this. But right now I'm really excited to see if I can swap the main character for this. So let's go. Let's create. So let's open our BP Hero Combat. We're gonna swap everything. So I'm gonna put my. Let me just. Last thing, I want to check the anime blueprints. So the anime blueprints, Let me see how it looks like. We got the locomotion. Ah, yeah, we need the jump. We need to make an animation for the jump. That's something I forgot. Okay. So we're gonna have to make the jump. That's the one thing I forgot. After that, it's yeah, we got everything is pretty straightforward. Okay, so let's do the animation for the jump. This way it's gonna be a good way to end the stream. It's gonna be pretty quick, I think, and it's gonna be yeah, okay, so let's go back to our locomotion because the jump is part of the locomotion group. So let's go back to our locomotion Blender file and start with the idle. We're gonna duplicate it and we're gonna call this jump start because it's gonna be made in two different steps, maybe three. So you're gonna have the jump start where the character is starting to jump, and then we need a looping animation where the character is in the air, so he's like ooh, 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 until he touches the ground and he's going back to the running animation. So maybe we're gonna even make a touch ground animation with whoa, you know, it's, but I don't think I put my system. I think I didn't do anything in my system for this. I consider that more polished than really. Yeah, the touching ground animation we don't need right away. So let's start with the jump start. So I want the jumps to be really reactive. You know, that as soon as you press the jump button, you need to be launched into the air. I don't want any too much of a delay, like, you know, you have your character crouching for a couple of frames and then going into the air. I don't like this kind of gameplay. I want something to be really responsive, so that means like what we could do is faking the the delay. Actually, that's probably what I'm gonna do. What I mean by that is I know that the character is gonna go up, but like on the frame 3 I'm gonna make him compress, and I'm gonna make it go inside the ground because the Unreal character is probably gonna be, you know, the animation for the jump is gonna already launching the character, so I'm offsetting the animation so that it's inside the ground. We'll see if it's a good idea or not. Maybe it's really bad idea. We'll see about that. Actually, we could just, to test that, I could do the same trick I did for the blink, so making some transform, you know, on the on this. So for example, we want to on frame 10. I want the character at 200, 2 meter away, and I want it to be a 0. Yeah. So you see, let's go like this. Something like this. So I want to have Dante does like a 2-frame crouching and then is pushed in the air. Yeah, that's the kind of feel I want for the for this game too. Holy shit, that was really twisted. I just realized how twisted the torso was. Hey, fuck, I'm not in. Oh my god. My bad. I was not in auto key. Let me hand. I think it's gonna be enough. Anyway, the animation is so quick that polishing too much is it's not, you know, it's not really necessary. So I'm gonna make the loop animation at the same time on the same animation, and we're gonna choose the we'll choose the right frame for the export. It's gonna be easier for me. Okay, so we're gonna make a frame on all bone here, and then I'm just realizing that's actually should be higher there. Whoop. Okay, on frame 25. Yeah, that's pretty really mechanical, but maybe I need to yeah, I feel like I need to use what. The falling should be slow so that the player could control the direction of the landing if this is the kind of jump you are doing. Yeah, it's to be honest, really the jumping is I don't care much because it's so quick that the animation is like, you know, it's just boom boom, you know, it's we won't even have the time to see the player doing this kind of things. So again, it's not an animation that I really want to spend time at the beginning to polish, because I know that we won't see it too much. Maybe the arm should be Alright, so I think it's gonna be enough for our need. Probably that's one of the animation that I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to go back in priority because it's especially bad. But I want to keep walking to not lose the pace, you know. So wait, so that's okay. So this is gonna be my this is gonna be my animation that's gonna be called jump loop. Like this, and to 0 to 10 it's gonna be my jump start animation. Oh, and I forgot something, is to deactivate the transform. Like this, so jump, start. Okay, and I'm gonna have to redo the export for the loop because I forgot to deactivate the root motion. This one is really bad. This one is really bad. But it's fine. Good enough. Alright, let's put that into the engine. Here, hero, import. Our anim, locomotion, we want the jump loop, jump start. Put that on the rig, hero, skeleton. Same thing for you. So we got the really bad jump loop animation. Yeah, this one is really bad. And the jump start. It's probably gonna be okay. All right, so I think we are in the right position, so that next stream I feel pretty confident that we're gonna be able to replace the yellow mannequin. It's gonna be the last time we see the yellow mannequin, and we're gonna be able to replace it by our character there. I think we're gonna be able to do that, and if we can do that pretty quickly, we're gonna be even able to start working on the combat animation. I'm making really actually started to make some combos and attack animation, and it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna stop the stream now. Thank you everybody for keeping following me. That's really cool. And I wish you a good day or good night, depending on where you are watching the stream. Thank you guys, and see you soon for the next stream. Yeah, bye.